Hey everyone, Charlie V here, aka C to the V, and this is my long awaited podcast, How to Land 6+ Figure Offers in 90 Days or Less, is what I'm going to be covering today in this first episode. And you can submit any of your questions for my podcast, Artists Unite. Yay. And I've been trying to be a perfectionist, walking around the office, trying to figure out where the best lighting is, and there is no good lighting. So and this is a point in life. Just get it done. Get the first episode out. Get it completed, right? I believe that everything goes through three phases. Phase one is it's crappy. Phase two is it's good. Phase three is it's great. But you got to race to get to phase one as soon as possible, right? Okay, so today's episode, we are going to talk about how to land multiple six-figure contracts in 90 days or less. So this is something that you don't have to do just once. You can do it as many times as you want. And stick around to the end of this episode. We'll give you the link to submit any of your questions, as well as you can download a free step-by-step checklist where I'll show you how to find your passion. One, how to locate exactly what you really want to do. Two, how to land a six-figure contract. Three, and how to do it many times over and over again. They say if you want to teach somebody to fish, well, they say give him a fish and he'll eat once. Teach him to fish, he'll eat forever, right? So that's my goal with you. Okay, next we're going to talk about the top 3 questions submitted to me on how to land 6+Figure offers in 90 days or less. Here we go. Okay, so the first question I have is, what is the average age to reach a 6-figure salary? Well, I believe you can do it at any age. That being said, most people start on a ladder. They start out very small, like they'll work at Starbucks or something for 15, 20 bucks an hour. I think 20 bucks for managers, something like that. And then they'll move up to higher and higher. I make over 6 figures. My wife makes over 6 figures, and together we're what's called accredited investors, which means we make over 300,000 a year. And I want to show you how to hit those levels as well. So the question is, what is the average age to reach a 6-figure salary? I believe you can do it in your 20s. If you're a 20-year-old, I would say follow these same recommendations. If you are a teenager, you're probably going to come across a little less I don't know. I would say you're not going to have the same stature that you would, whereas somebody out of college or something, hey, you probably be able to land a 6-figure offer right away. That being said, you can make 6 figures plenty of different ways. You can make it with selling stuff online. You can e-commerce. You can do it on Amazon, and none of those have age restrictions. Amazon, by the way, is a great place to start because you learn all kinds of tricks, and they already have a huge user base, and they handle 90% of the hard work for you that you would have to handle if you started your own business. So I would recommend doing that if you are a teenager. But if you are 20 years old plus, and if you are good on computers, then you can get into cybersecurity. You can even have credibility as a teenage hacker, because you can say, hey, I know how to hack systems. And there is a lot of credibility in that. There are people who know how to do that who are teenagers. Okay, so next question is, how do you make 300K plus per year? Well, and I could say that's a good question because, you know, I'm almost there. I'm not quite there this year, but I would say you could land a 6-figure offer, and you could do it well. I've seen a lot of people land 2 cybersecurity jobs, and then one they just disappear all the time, and it's not good. It's actually kind of slimy, in my opinion. I think that you could have a cybersecurity gig like I do and make a lot of money, and then you could probably hire somebody to work under you and work on another gig. Maybe you hire him for 75K and you keep another 75 yourself. But that seems to be around the good level for, it's like 150K for a cybersecurity gig. Now, that's what I would recommend. You hire somebody underneath you, and or a couple people underneath you, and you get them 6-figure offers, and they deliver and work full time. I don't recommend you have two jobs and you sneakily submit your hours to one. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I just don't believe in it. I believe in, taking one job and doing a good job, providing a good service, and a commendable service. So, next question: how do you make 150K plus a year without a degree? Very good question. You do not need a degree to land $150,000 salary, especially in today's times. I think that all it takes would be a certification of some sort, and you can get online certifications for free. For example, if you are interested in PCI DSS, which is payment card security. PCI stands for payment card industry. DSS is the data security standard. So those are the standards for credit card security. If you're interested in learning about that, you can do a free online course. Just head over to Qualys, Qualys, I believe, and they have a free training for you. And if you are computer savvy, you know about computers, you know about Linux, you know about Windows, you know about Apple, then you are way ahead of the curve. You can jump through that course pretty quick and get the basics of all you need to know to become a PCI DSS assistant. Now, a PCI DSS assistant will require some certifications in the future, but you do not need a certification to get started. You can start apprenticing right away and make over 100,000 immediately. Now, there are a lot of people out there who are hackers, or they are criminals, or they try and hoodwink people with spam emails in different countries. There's a lot of them out there. There's probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of those types of people who are trying to do it illegally, trying to do something corrupt. And if they're smart enough to steal money illegally, I've seen, I've seen TV shows where they go and they interview these people and inside these places, and there could be 100 employees working full time to scam people with stocks and stock trading and all this crap. But if they're smart enough to actually get or hack into somebody's computer and get their stuff, then they're smart enough to make over 100,000, and they can do it with a good intention. They can do it, use their powers for good. I don't understand why people don't use their powers for good if they are computer savvy, and just head over and go to Qualys. You can sign up also on worldclassmedia.com. I have a free 7-day service where a 7-day challenge where I show you how to land 6 figures in 90 days or less. And you have to realize, and you have to get rid of your mentality that you can't do that. I think that's the biggest thing that holds people back. They feel unsure, they feel uncertain, they feel wavering, they feel like they need more training, they need more certainty before they get started. And I don't think that's the case. I think you just need to get started. Now, I've helped lots of students land 6-figure offers, not personally, but I've worked with my mentor who's helped over 300 students land 6-figure offers. I've landed multiple 6-figure offers throughout the years. My wife makes over 6 figures, and I think anybody really can do it. My wife's even not super computer savvy. She knows enough to log in and answer emails and stuff like that, but she's not like a computer whiz. And yet she makes a lot of money. So the question is, anything that you can see, you can be, right? If you can see it, you can be it. And you need to get rid of your own mental blocks. You're probably your biggest enemy in this subject. So you need to get rid of your mental blocks. And yeah, you're going to go through some ups and downs along the way. But if you follow me, head over to World Class Media E1 for episode 1, where you can download your free checklist on how to find your passion, how to find your best paycheck and payday. So find the thing that's going to make you the most amount of money, that's the easiest for you to do, and that gives you the most satisfaction. It's the most energizing for you. I want to help you land 6+ figure offers. Because once you make 6 figures, you can work on your creativity, right? I'm doing music, etc. You can focus on other things. So I want you to get to that level where you can relax a little bit and maybe not be totally upset because you're paycheck to paycheck and you're broke and you're constantly getting phone calls from creditors or whatever, right? So head over to worldclassmedia.com/E1, where you can download this 6-figure checklist on how to find your passion. And you can also submit questions for the next podcast episode. I look forward to it. Thanks for watching.